Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the MotoBois recap with your host Talon214 and yours truly. Talon, this is episode 15?
It's round 15. Yeah.
Round
It's like
15
the
of
seventh
Pittsburgh.
episode we done.
I don't know. There's Pittsburgh, East Rutherford,
I think we
Philadelphia,
started
and
round 9, maybe round 10.
yeah, one of those numbers. But all these tracks at the end of the year, they're all the same, bro. They're
This
all
one
the fucking
sucked.
same. Yeah, this track sucked. Okay, we're jumping right into it. Normally I start with asking Town how the track was. I'm gonna say it for him. This track was dog shit.
It was so easy I qualified, alright?
Yeah. The split lane was ass. The whole everything about it was
Yeah,
ass.
everyone just went inside on Sam.
Yeah. And Town wrote it, so he probably would tell you better about the track, but
If you watched me riding it, you would notice that I died every time at the loops trying to get to that inside line. I was
yeah.
I don't know. I can't move left and right in the loops. If I'm not lined up perfectly, I just
Sim-
sit and die.
Sim hard.
Yep, sim hard.
Sim hard. Chat, you might have noticed I bought Tech 10s. Not that anyone gives a fuck because no one knows who I am.
700
But
down the drain.
I will say my bank account took a beating, okay? But at least when I go to Glen Helen, I'm gonna look cool. Look
cool.
pro.
Fox gear.
Go slow.
A-Stars boots.
Actually, yeah, I do have a set of Fox gear and A-Stars gear, so we're set, chat. We're set. Anyways, Talon, enough rambling. We talked about the track. We got the 250s. Kind of been a little we know what's gonna happen. What happened in the 250 class this week?
We're gonna start off with the heat race winners. It was Cade Madley and Johnny Badani. I forgot that O in my sheets. Just noticed that. It's gonna piss me off all night. But yeah, they were the two heat winners. Obviously, top two in the championship. So there's that. I think Padani had an 18-point lead coming into the night. So there is that. It's obviously not over, but he has a good gap for some mistakes if he has some. No one that I really noticed that was kind of noteworthy in the LCQ. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of guys kind of made it straight through. No real big surprises. But yeah. On to the main event. It was Padani that pulled the whole shot. And Madley was P4. And then it was early on in the race, but Cody Branson, what we were calling him all night, Gummy Worm, he was...
Gummy Worm! Okay. I don't know if I love his kit or I absolutely hate it, okay? It's so out there, I still have yet to decide if I like it or not. But
he's worn it for so many weeks that he's known as Gummy Worm now.
We're calling you Cody Branson?
Yep.
We're calling you Gummy Worm now. I don't know if you're watching this. You might be. I don't know. But we're going to throw a shout out to most abstract kit of the week.
We're doing it. He's worn that
of the year. I mean, okay, you know what?
It's kind of cool. That and the Pooh Brown setup that you ran earlier.
And the Pooh, yeah. That, I'm not going to lie, the Gummy Worm gear is kind of cool. It's so out there, I like it. I know who you are because of your gear. So good on you,
You just
Cody
see him
Branson.
coming from a mile away.
Yeah, you just know where he's at. Continue, Talon. Sorry, we be yapping.
But yeah, no, Branson, Gummy Worm, he went down the inside of Madley and put him down. Was there come back on the start straight, put Madley back down to P11. So Padani was up in P1 still. It's Nerona P2, Buddy Parker P3, Brandon Walther, the Walther is how his name was spelled. So Walter.
English hard.
Yeah, English hard, name hard. He was in P4, and then it was Gummy Worm P5, and then Madley actually worked his way up to P9 after colliding with Branson early. And then Madley passes two guys in one rhythm to move into that P6 spot. Gummy moves into P3 over J.R. Reyes. Well, he moves into P5. And then Bodie Parker gets by Branson for P3, and Madley passes Reyes. As Reyes goes over the berm, just completely overshoots it. So Madley goes into P5. And then it was kind of a stalemate for the next couple minutes of the race. And then it was 4 minutes to go. Madley actually set the fastest lap of the race. So he was on the move. And then he finally pants his gummy worm into P4. He makes a mistake, so gets back, falls down into P5. And then Madley finally makes the pass with a minute and a half to go. Branson goes down, trying to keep it in fifth. And then Nerona gets passed by Parker. And then Padani, with a couple laps to go, had a 25-second lead over the entire field. So just went up front, checked out, and it allowed him to get the win over Bodie Parker P2. Madley able to get a late pass on Nerona for P3. Nerona P4 and Cepeda P5. So that's kind of a little all over the place, except for Padani. But no, Padani working strong. That makes this his third win in a row. So,
I mean, Padani's been kind of on a roll, Talon, but it might be too little too late.
yeah. One more round to go.
He's riding really good. I mean, he's not necessarily inconsistent. It's just Matherly's more consistent.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I mean, Matherly his start was horrible, but it wasn't good. But
Yeah.
you know those mid-pack starts.
He's up there now. He's not getting dead last starts like it was early on in the season.
I mean, he didn't get a horrible start, but like some weird shit happened, and then he kind of fell back. Gummy worm got a lot of things happened. Okay, and it's kind of a brain fog because the time we're recording this happened a week ago. So and lots happened. But anyway, yeah, he worked his way up. He kind of got back in his rhythm, normal, Cade Matherly-esque, I guess you could say. But Padani was checked. Okay, I mean, you can't draw it up much better for Mr. Padani than that. I mean, whole shot and say deuces to the field. I mean, he probably wasn't even trying because it didn't really look like he was trying that second half of that race. He was just coasting it in. And you can't pass on this track. So, I mean, I got to give props to Matherly for making all those passes, working through the pack. With that, okay, I'm going to put a pin in the 250 class for 5 seconds. It's going to be more than 5 seconds. But why are we putting off cambers on Supercross tracks? And why are we putting them before triples? And why?
To make the triple impossible.
To make the triple impossible. Why are we doing that? Dirtworks. You know, I think RF should say fuck it. And be like, this section's so bad, we're going to make it work in sim. RF, if you are watching this, I don't know who makes the tracks. I know you don't know who I am. But maybe do that. Because that was... This might be the worst track of the year.
There's been a couple.
There's been a couple that have been horrible. But this might take the cake. Anyway, back to the 250 class. Padani's on a roll. I mean, there's not much else to talk about. Padani's on a roll, got the whole shot.
Brought the lead from 18 to 13.
I mean, it's not over. Okay, Matherly's...
There's an East-West shootout, but 13 points is really hard to make up.
Some crazy shit might happen. But...
If I do the math, I think it's if Padani wins, Matherly has to finish, I think, 10th or better, and he'd win the title.
I mean, that's not... we'll have to see.
Maybe. Yeah.
East-West get crazy, and maybe we get a 2018 Holm versus Leclerc craziness battle. I think that's when that happened.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Or, I don't know. I'm a sim noob. Anyways, scratch all that. Matherly's pretty much got it locked. Padani, keep doing what you're doing. Click off the wins and just pray. Or you could do a 2017 Tomac at Vegas and hold the pack up and then hope something crazy happens.
So Matherly has to finish, I think, 8th or better. Because if it finishes 9th, they tied, but I think Padani has more wins. So he has to finish 8th or better in the East West Showdown.
Yeah, it's over. It's kind of over. Padani, I'm sorry. I know you're probably watching this. I just broke your little heart. I'm not trying to pick sides, but you have to probably win the lottery if you want to have a chance. I'm mean. I said okay. I'm kind of mean. It's up in the air.
I mean, the last East West Showdown, Cepeda missed whenever he had the points lead in the first one. I think it was. So anything can happen.
It's Tim. Anything can happen, dude. Anything can freaking happen.
But this also goes back to Padani making that mistake in the 450 class and getting himself banned a week after getting the points lead early on in the season. So,
bruh. Yeah, I forgot about that, but bruh. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Town, you have anything else for the 250 class before we go to the 450?
Nothing really. Just, next week, obviously, it's going back to West Coast where Tharp can wrap up that title. So there's that. He's 39 points ahead of Spieth. So basically just has to finish 15th or better, I think, and he wins it.
Yeah. I mean, Tharp, you're good, dude. You're good, homie. All right, Talon. Sorry, I got a text message. I was a little distracted.
But on to 450s.
Let's go to the 450s. What happened? Oh, Eaglin got the points lead. Maple syrup. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that early.
I'm giving nicknames to all of you guys, okay? Because I just like giving people nicknames. I think it's cool. I just had a brain fart, guys. I just disconnect. My brain just DC'd from the Discord
about the price
server.
of those boots and.
That was a good one. But it's true. Those were fucking expensive. Anyway, Maple Syrup, aka Colby Eaglin, has the points lead. Carter has not gotten his shit together since Daytona and since he joined District Designs. Is there a new curse in Sim now? Like we had the Villapoto curse with winning A1 and you don't win the title. Now we have the Daytona and switching teams halfway through the season curse with Carter because he shit the bed. And now Eaglin has the points lead.
The PC curse, man.
Yeah, the PC curse, dude. Anyways, I don't know why I have so much energy right now.
Because it's not 11 p.m. when we're recording.
That's very true. Town's on one today.
It's not 11 p.m. You haven't played bikes yet.
That's also true. I haven't played bikes yet, and I don't want to die. Talon, what happened in the 450 class?
So we're gonna start off with Cash Woods and Jeremy Seabolt. Jeremiah. I think his name's Jeremiah. Yeah.
Jeremiah Seabolt.
Jeremiah. That's his full name, but he goes by Jeremy, I think. Yeah, Jeremy Seabolt gets the dub for the heat races. And then Seth Carr and Shirley were both in the LCQ. Carr did not transfer even though he ran a 49.4, which was 0.2 quicker than the top quality time, which I think was his time.
A very Carr stat.
But yeah.
That's a very Seth Carr stat. Just absolutely barking and not making it. But then again, that's actually Sim too.
Yeah,
Sim
Shirley transferred. Pretty much every LCQ he's been in since the whole controversy he's made out of, and I think he's been in the LCQ every time so far. So,
I mean,
that.
Let's make merch. Sim hard.
But we were at like 12 subscribers. That ain't happening yet.
Hey, let's just fuck it. Let's start making merch. Anyway,
if we get to like 1,000, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's not happening for a while, man.
Hey, run these. Hey, RF Discord, run these numbers up, okay? Get the algorithm going or something. Anyway, where were you, Talon? Sorry.
On to the start. It was Seabolt that pulled the whole shot with Hubbard right behind him, and Carter was actually right up there, but then he actually collides with Hubbard and ends up going down. So Carter finally got a good start and just immediately collides with his buddy and goes down. So then it turned to Seabolt leading still, Hubbard P2, Rogers P3. Then we had Frank Jackson P4 and Joey Carter in P5. So there's that. And then Eagland, who was I think a little bit behind him, moves up to P4. And Carter was down in P9 with Leclerc down in P12. Leclerc with the 4 or 5 race podium streak going 2-2-1-2, I think. So There's
I
that.
mean, Leclerc has been unk. He's been unk and he's been barking. He's,
Oh, yeah.
dare I say, he's back to his old ways. But continue, Talon.
And then Rogers moves back past Carter after I think he went down with them, putting Carter down to P8 after he makes a little move forward. And then 7 minutes into the main, Seabolt only has a 5-second lead, which is not, it's a good lead to have. He has some breathing room, but obviously not a legs off crash, so there's that. And then Eagland was battling with Joey Carter. They were swapping spots, and he finally makes a move into P2, while Carter was still down in P7 at this point. And then Carter again collides with someone else. He collides with Rogers this time, and then he also slides out, and then he falls down to P9 now, and then he makes past Blake O'Brien, and then Eagland was ends up colliding with a lapper who was just getting up, I think, or Eagland falls down somewhere around there. And he goes down into P2 after casing the jump before the whoops. It was either double, triple, triple, double. I think he cased one of them and gave him a bad run. And then there was Sully. Sully was on the move. He had a bad start. He was down in P18. Haven't talked about him in a while, but yeah, he got a good start. Or a bad start, sorry. And then started moving up the pack, but he ran the fastest lap of the race, which was 0.8 quicker than anyone else.
Sully was bjarking. Okay? Sully was bjarking. And I'm not going to lie. He got the bad start, and for what I've seen from him this year, I was like, damn, he's just going to sit back there. But he proved me wrong, and I'm glad that he did that because I'm happy when I'm wrong. He
Especially for Sully.
Especially for Sully, because he doesn't take the game as serious nowadays, which I get.
He's in college.
Sim
I
hard.
got that.
He's in college, sim hard, a lot of things, a lot of variables. But still, to come from 18th to 4th on that fucking pit bike track, he gets Rider of the Week.
Oh, yeah, and fastest lap by 0.8 over anyone else.
And fastest lap by 0.8. Double Rider of the Week. He gets 2. No, I'm just kidding. You get 1. You get 1 gold star, Sully, if you're watching this. Yeah, it was kind of a weird race. It was like one of those where like some different guys were up front, but also some good guys were up front. Carter.
He's selling this championship.
Carter, bro.
The pressure of the 5-time champ.
Bro, I can't keep defending you, bro. I'm sorry. Carter. You're gonna sell the bag. You're selling the bag. I don't want to say you've sold it, but you're giving the guy the money right now. And the guy is Eagland. Here's the championship. Here's the championships right here. You're giving it to him because
250 Eagland is back.
250 Eagland is back. Chat. Can we confirm that? I think we can. I don't know what to say, Talon. It has not been the same Carter since
Indy after Indy.
After Indy, it's just he just looks like another guy on the track. If I'm being honest, like he's not the guy that we're used to. That's all I'm saying. And now Eagland has a
3-point lead.
3-point lead.
No, he's 2 points. Sorry, Carter had a 3-point lead going into this, and now he's 2 points behind him.
I mean, yeah, and Carter's just in the back again. Eagland was kind of in the back again, but he kind of worked his way up, did a little better. Seabolt, my guy. I've been a fan, dude. Since you absolutely just aura-maxed everybody and won in 2020. Was it 2020?
Yeah, it was 2020.
Yeah, it was 2020. You just came out of nowhere. Like, I knew you were a barker, but then you just win the title.
I think
and
you
I'm
won
like,
a 250
okay,
title the year before.
Yeah, dude. Like, coming out of nowhere, I respect it. And then you just you just came out of nowhere. You pulled the whole shot. You said, "Fuck y'all. I'm fucking winning, bro. Suck my nuts. I'm winning the race."
Oh, yeah.
And that's what you did. You got a gap and you just checked.
Got his second win of the year.
WC Bolt.
That makes his 25th of his career, I believe.
Okay. WC Bolt.
And honestly, for England, it should have been more points that he had, but he ended up going down with a lapper late, which allowed Sully and Leclerc by, putting him into P6. And then, but he was able to get back by Leclerc after Leclerc got stuck on a lapper. So lappers were kind of a problem this race, but we kind of expected it with a kind of a simple track design from Dirks.
Yeah. I mean, not much else happened. I mean, we're not even nothing. I mean, I don't want to say nothing crazy happened, but I mean, no, kind of some crazy shit happened.
There's a lot of getting stuck with lappers and people.
Yeah, a lot of lappers stuckage. And okay, that was the point I wanted to bring up before I forget. Anybody who's watching this, who rode the track, who's a pro, or anybody that saw in, or if they were like spectating or whatever, did anybody roll on the inside of that off camber and like roll 3 and then hit the triple? Because from what I saw, it looked possible. Now, I am hot ass at sim, and I can't do that. But if anybody saw that happen or did it themselves, please let your boy know in the comments. Because I would think that's kind of cool. I like cool lines. I don't know what else to say, Talon. I mean, do you have anything else to say for the 450 boys?
Not really. But you know, Seabolt did get the win. We said he won by 13 seconds over Frank Jansen. We had Joey Carter get P3.
I forgot, dude. Joey Carter, I'm so sorry, dude. I fucking okay. We need to start filming these videos at like more like the race happened, and then we film the video because I forgot about that. We're trying, guys. We're trying, but I did step one. I did my homework. Okay, I watched
this week. We watched it together.
I watched this. We watched. Me and Tom were in the call watching it together. Anyways, Joey Carter, my fucking guy, TikTok legend, and makes goated gear, gets a Schmodium. Okay, now I'm in a dilemma, Talon.
Mm-hmm.
Does Sully get Carter? Does Sully get Rider of the Week? Or does Joey Carter get Rider of the Week?
See, Joey Carter was kind of up there. He was up there the whole race, so there's that.
Isn't that his first career 450 podium? Or has he podiumed before?
I feel like he has, but it might have just been a Triple Crown one.
Maybe. Hey, let us know in the comments if that was his first career podium. Because Joey Carter, he's like a fan favorite. I like the guy. He's cool. Never talked to him before, but he's a cool guy. But Sully was also we'll leave it up to you guys. Who gets Rider of the Week, Sully or Joey Carter? Let us know. Talon, I don't really have much else. I mean, yeah. England has the points lead. It's kind of odd. It's kind of weird.
And Leclerc moved to third in points. There's that because Shirley had a horrible race, kept colliding with people, finishing 16th. One thing I do want to point out, Carter did get lapped this race. So there's that.
Well, maybe Carter's just making it interesting. Okay, that sounds horrible to say. But maybe I don't know where I was going with that. Like, maybe he's just going to lock in these last 2 races and, like, win. But I don't know. We're going to have to wait and find out. Town, what's next week? Denver.
My hometown.
Yeah.
I don't get the race, though, because I'm an East Coast racer.
That's crazy.
So I don't get the race.
Denver, I haven't seen the track. I know that the dirt is going to basically be dusty concrete. So
or snowing, that too.
Or snowing, one of the two. Normally Denver's always hot ass. It's gonna be a West Coast race.
The track's layout's damn near the same. Like the way how the
As?
track goes is damn near the same as Pittsburgh.
Oh my fucking god.
It's the jumps are different, obviously, but like the layout's damn near the same.
Oh my god, dirt works, bro. You guys suck. You guys fucking suck. Anyway, there's nothing we can do about it. We gotta remain. Hey, we get to watch the race, and that's all that we can ask for. We get to watch virtual dirt bike guys go and jump stuff. Cause it's cool. We think it's cool. Anyway, next week's West Coast Tharp. Get like 5th, and you'll be fine. 450 class. Eagland.
Tharp just has to make the main, and he's
yeah,
fine.
Tharp, you just gotta make the main. You're good, dude. Eagland, keep doing what you're doing. Maybe maybe win. Carter, probably pull your head out of your ass. I don't mean to sound mean. But
we know you're trying, but
we know. I don't even know if he's trying. Anyway, I didn't say that. But Carter, I'm gonna need you to lock in
put some hours
because
in this week.
I mean, you do win all the time, but that would be kind of cool if you won 5 in a row. That's kind of you could retire, dude. Just stop playing.
I mean, either way, it's gonna be cool. The 5 in a row or the upset, like.
I mean, the 5 in a row, the upset, it's gonna be cool regardless. Seth Carr, maybe make the main next week. That'd be cool.
Spice it up a little.
Yeah, spice it up. I mean, talent. I don't really got much else. If you got anything else, dude?
I think that's about it. Just see
Chat,
if two videos can wrap it up and see if Eagland can pull ahead.
We're gonna have to wait and see. Well, this has been round 15 of the MotoBois recap from Pittsburgh. We appreciate all you guys watching. Let us know in the comments who gets Rider of the Week for the 450 class, Sully or Joey Carter. You guys let us know. This has been the MotoBois recap with your host, Talent 214 and Slurp. You guys take it easy.